Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn a very interesting topic, which is metals and non-metals. The device you are watching on are made up with metals. The table is made up of non-metal and metal too. Everything around us are made up of metals or non-metals. And some are mixing of them too. This is a steel glass. Metal. This is a copper, which comes in metal. This is a gold, which also comes in metal. This is aluminium, which also comes in metal. This is a plastic bowl, which comes in non-metal. This is a plastic pen, which comes in a non-metal. And this is a scissor, which comes in metals and non-metals both. Now, let's start with the properties of metals and non-metals. So, properties of metal. Properties of metal, one of it is luster. Luster is basically a shine. You can see a certain shine on this. You can see certain shine on this one. Also on this one. So all metals have a certain shine. Then metability. What is metability? Metability is basically can be beaten into sheets. Then ductility. Ductility is basically drawn into wires. Then all metals are hard. I can't compress it because it is hard. This is very hard. Even this one. So this all are very hard. Now, good conductors of heat. You have seen in your kitchen that we use metal utensils to cook. Why? Because they are good conductors of heat. There are also good conductors of electricity. The wiring around us has a plastic wire, but in it has a copper wire because it is a good conductors of electricity. Then we have seamless. When I put this glass on a table, it bangs and it shows a certain noise. Not just this, but many other things. So, these are the properties of metal. Now, let's see the properties of non-metals. You can see that these are non-metals. But now let's see their properties. Do not have luster. So, they don't have a luster. Means they don't have a certain shine. Can you see any shine on this bowl or any shine on this pen? So they don't have luster. They are beatable. They can't be beaten into paper sheets or into wires. They are poor conductor of electricity. Whenever you see that a wire going with a plastic wire, so they are not poor conductors of heat. Then there are non-soundless. If I bang, it doesn't sound much, so it is non-soundless. Now, I am going to show the reaction with water of metals, reaction with acid of metals, and reaction of basics with metals. So, let's start with the reaction of water. Potassium, sodium reacts with water. I'm going to show you potassium and sodium over here. So, let's see, potassium is located like we can see over here, there is copper, zinc, iron, etc. Okay. Now, so potassium and sodium reacts with water. So when we have a piece of potassium or sodium, when we put into water, it reacts, it burns. Okay. So there are it reacts with water. Calcium also reacts with water, but not too much. It just certain gases are released, but not a fire. Magnesium reacts with hot water. This ones react with the cool water, but magnesium needs to be in hot water, so it will be react. Now, aluminium ion zinc react with steam. So aluminium, iron, zinc, we will react with the steam. While the gas or a certain thing is on, then they will react in steam. Gold, silver, copper and lead do not react at all with not a hot water, with not steam water, or not even a cold water. They don't react at all. Now we are done with reaction of water. So now let's go to reaction with acid. Potassium and sodium react with acid. Of course they react with water, so they will react highly with acid. Magnesium will react but not so much. It will react much but not so much. Aluminium, iron, zinc will just have a bubble. They will just appear some bubble, nothing else. Copper does not react at all. Again, copper does not react at all. Now, let's see reaction with basic. Aluminium, zinc and lead react with basic water. They just react with the water. Now, I am going to conduct an experiment over here. So, for that experiment, the name of this experiment is testing pH of rust. What is rust? So, the rust is water plus metal is equals to metal dioxide. You have seen a metal where it has a brown things on it, but you don't know the proper name, which is called rust, and which is also metal dioxide, which you can see over here. This is a rust powder for
metal.
Yeah, for metal. Materials needed: rust powder, water, funnel or anything. I have taken a bowl over here, and pH paper. So, in this experiment, we need to take a rust powder and bit of water and then test the pH value of it. Okay. Now, I have rust powder over here. You can see. Then I have a water, an empty glass, and I have made a pH paper. In this, I have used a turmeric paste. You take some turmeric powder, you add little bit of water like a paint and paint it on a A4 sheet. You can cut in whatever size you want. So I am going to cut a bit, a normal size of pH. This you can make easily at home. So now I'm going to put this all rust powder in this bowl, and I'm going to add some water in it. Let's mix it well, and after that I will put my pH paper in it. Yeah, so now you can see a bit change of paper. See, color, which is a kind of a purplish color. So when we put the purple color, basically we see it comes in alkaline. Okay, so it will call basic also and alkaline too. So this experiment proves that rust come in alkaline. Okay. Now I would like to explain that diamond has a hardest substance and high melting point. It is hard substance, you can't break it easily, and it has high melting point. It melts very fast. Okay. Now these two properties you can see in metals, but you don't know that diamonds are count in non-metal. So there are some things that count in they have a properties of metal or non-metal, but they are proved like non-metal or non-metal. Okay. Yeah. So Today's video was about metals and non-metals. I hope you like it. Thank you.